Come on then.
Actually, there is something. I want to know about the first attack.
Fine. Ask away.
You were there that night. What do you remember about it?
That it was chaos. First, everybody figured there'd been some kind of accident, but Pritchard couldn't get a good visual and communications were haywire. Then we heard the explosions. By the time anyone knew what had hit us...
They were gone.
Whoever they were good, Jensen. Special training good.
Did anyone else see them? The men who attacked?
Not well enough to get a description. Pritchard got some fuzzy images off one of the intellicams, but his tapes were all confiscated by Homeland Security.
Homeland? I heard Homicide passed it over to Special Investigations. Detroit Special Investigations.
They did, for the first month. After that, all I really know is the case is still pending, and Mr. Seraph is not pleased.
I've been thinking about why they attacked. What they were really after.
Isn't it obvious? They didn't want us going to Washington.
No, that was just timing. Hearings can be rescheduled. Somebody else can present Megan's findings.
I don't think so, Jensen. They took out her whole team. Declan Faraday, Vasily Savchenko, Nia Colvin, even Eric Koss. The labs their bodies were found in.
Were burned to a crisp. I know.
The only reason you weren't caught in the fire was because that retaining wall came down. Saved your life, believe it or not.
So the whole attack was just to destroy Megan's research.
Sure looks that way. Mr. Seraph is hoping to reconstruct it, but it may take months. If he can keep us solvent that long.
That was worth doing.
I'm gonna find him, Malik. One way or another.
I believe you. And just so you know, when you do, I've got your back.
I appreciate that, Malik, but right now...
You've got to get the Typhoon into the tech lab, right. See you later then. Oh, and Jensen, the boss wants a face-to-face debrief in his office once it's secure.
Roger that. Good night, Malik.
Righto. Yes, there was a slight little blip in the recording there. That's because I stopped and started again. I'll try and make them as sort of unnoticeable as possible. But you know, it might just happen that you'll just see that. Just try and ignore it. You know, try and ignore it. Anyway, I noticed something while I did a little test recording just now. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Veering off the path a little bit here. If we just go down here. Look, there's a door with a security 5 rating keypad. I wonder what's behind there. I won't be able to unlock this right now because my hacking isn't good enough. Because 5 is like the highest one. 3333? No? Just checking. It could have been 3333. But anyway, right, let's report back. Now, I received a nice little hint from you guys, actually. Because if I go into my objectives, you can actually stop these from showing up. These little X's, which I think I will do. I'll not bother with them because I hate the follow the arrow sort of thing that, you know, the Oblivion sort of Skyrim thing. And Deus Ex is not a sort of open world, so you know, shouldn't be needed. Really, shouldn't be needed. Let's have a look. Oh look, somebody won an Oscar or something. Fully augmented Nigerian pop star swept the Planet Music Awards last night in Los Angeles, winning 6 categories. Well, difficulties living with enhancements. As a woman of colour living with augments is a challenge. There's a little sort of look into the, you know, the world basically. Nice that they put sort of stuff in there, you know. Yeah, really nice. Because it's not the Oscars, because they can't put the Oscars in here, probably because of like, you know. But it's the equivalent. So it wouldn't be the Oscars, would it? Because it's not acting. But you know what I mean. I'll shut up. And anything on the news about me?
Founder of the anti-augmentation organization, Humanity Front. Speaking from the tarmac at Wayne County Airport, Taggart called the attacks
an extremely regrettable affair. I'd very much like to meet with David Seraph in person to offer my deepest sympathies and assure him that these attacks are in no way linked to Humanity Front. My people have worked tirelessly to find a peaceful solution to this dispute, and
So Humanity Front are denying the attack that we just dealt with. What are we doing though? Let's just have a little look. Sorry if wants to make sure the Typhoon hasn't been damaged. I gotta talk to Pritchard, basically. We have a little time to wander around now though, which we didn't before, so let's go ahead and do that. And see street. Oh yeah, so that's the way out. Oh. 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 Have a look around. See what we can find in this here building now, place of work. Because this is not something I normally, you know, it's not something I did in my first playlist, that's for sure. What's this? It's a pocket secretary. Let's have a read of that. Could be useful. Not really sure what it means, honestly. But yeah, can't take aspirin, needs no pause. I don't know what no pause is. I'm sure that's... Oh, hello. Credit chip. That's nice. 200 credits for coming down here. Works for me. Right, now. Get on the bloody ladder. Bloody ladders. I didn't find that the last time. Loads of stuff in this game. You could play it 5 or 6 times and still not find everything. And that's one of the things I really like about it. Anyway, don't mind me, just, you know, the super secret agent dude doing some maintenance. You know. I ain't proud. Maybe this is, okay, it isn't. I thought that might have been the, level 5 thing, but it wasn't. Might be a little way around it. No, I think that level 5 thing is something really different and really, really secretive and stuff, and something that we cannot get unless we really try to... There's Technology Lab, that's where we have to go. We can't go unless we really sort of focus on hacking. And we have some practice points now. So, you know, we could spend those. Yeah, just, yeah. So we are...
Really? You've been watching
Well, on the ground floor, yeah.
Right. Sarah was not hiding. He's working day and night in the architect.
Wander around. Trying actually to find my office, so I think it's on the floor above this, because it said floor 3. Oh, here he is anyway. Might as well go and see him now. But yeah, floor 3 is for security, which is what I am. Oh, I want that. I want that. I want the bike. Hate to say it, but the bike doesn't really look that realistic. It kind of looks a bit low res as well. I mean, I'm not big on graphics or anything, but it just seems kind of out of place, honestly. Doesn't look that good. But yeah, anyway, we'll talk to this dude. Hi, Frank.
Well, well, if it isn't Attila the Hun, fresh from the killing fields. If this is about the Typhoon, I'll get to it in a minute.
Now, Pritchard. I didn't risk my neck to have you lose it in a pile of CPUs and scuzzy adapters.
Well, look at you, using the big words. Don't think just because you hacked through the plant security system so fast that you're an expert on everything computer. There's a reason I can't examine the Typhoon yet.
Do tell.
For your information, I am running a diagnostic sweep on our network and router security to find out how Sanders' hacker got a hold of our codes.
I'd have thought the first question to ask is, whose codes were they? Unless you already know.
Stick to kicking down doors and shooting people, Jensen, and stop trying to do my job. I guarantee you we'll get along better that way.
Okay, there we go. So now we have to go and meet Sarif in the penthouse. Now Pritchard is a bit of a prick, really. Pritchard, as somebody coined in the comments. Yeah, he's an arrogant. He's an arrogant git, basically, who you know, knows he's really good at what he does and makes everyone aware of that. But deep down, he's a nice guy, I reckon. There's an ebook here. The nature of neuroplasticity means the flexibility of the brain to organize itself in the result of experience. 2 decades ago, consensus among cognitive scientists like yourself was that the lower brain and whatever areas were able to change after development. Okay, there we go. Well, that's interesting. But it may not be true. I'm not going to read the rest because it has lots of big words and it scares me. Let's go up to the other floor where my office is, and we'll finally get to check out my office. This seems like a good time to do it. If I can find some stairs. Has anybody seen any stairs anywhere? Because that goes straight to the penthouse. That will not take, probably not take me, yeah, well, we'll just use the stairs.